I am a resident of Chanja, Nazareth village. I've been a resident now 2 years. And I fell in love with this neighborhood because of the way it is very organized. The people are together. We have different WhatsApp groups. One is for business, one is for being social, one is for security. Then we have SACCO. I have never been part of a community this organized. But one thing that was really touching me is when we had, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, so many families were affected. And you would find that even us, who they were looking up to for help, we could not help that much because we were also hit. So you would find the family has no food, has no school fees. And then the epitome of it was when we lost about 4 people back to back, like on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you know, you had to contribute to Mabugo. It became, you'd be like, these guys had planned for it. It was very, very painful that they know Salvado celebrities in the group, but you are not helping, not because you don't want to, but because they were in the war. So an idea came to me and I said, why don't you use your God-given talent to create a platform where people, however much they're coming to love, they will also benefit from enjoying. What do I mean? We decided to do this show so that we can give back to the community. Part of the proceeds from whatever is going to happen every Thursday here at Canary Gardens is going to go back to the community. Like I told you, it's very, very organized. Duncan here is the chairman of Chanja Neighborhood Watch. We have different people. We are partnering with also Rotary, the different clubs that are within this region. Chisasi, Chanja Chisasi, Chanja Metro. We have different Kulambiro, Kasangati, different Rotary groups that are also coming on board. So that, after the show, and then we give back to the community. There will be a time when probably a person doesn't have food, like during Christmas, or maybe somebody has lost a loved one. I will not feel guilty not contributing because I know there's a contribution that has come from my work here that has gone to the community account. And it's from that community account that the leaders of the account can get a percentage, can get some money and help whoever has been bereaved or those who need help. So when I discussed with Duncan, he was very excited about the idea. We met. Fortunately, the owner of Canary Gardens is a very good friend of mine. We are in different groups for partying, for enjoyment. And I didn't know he owned this place until one time he said, dude, you need to come and visit my place. Maybe we can think of something to do about it. And when I came here and I saw how beautiful this place was, the possibilities became endless. I was like, okay, I think, because I had cancelled doing bar comedy. Totally. If you notice, I've not been on many posters, different bars, because I didn't see how it was adding any value to me. You go to a bar, people are high, they're excited, you have to, because of the lineup, you have to, so it was not adding any value to me, and I wanted something that was going to add value, and this is the greatest of opportunities. If you guys notice, not so much business person, I don't know. I just know how to do shows, how to stand on stage and perform. When it comes to the business side, I'm a very terrible person. I'd rather lose money, but I'm sure people have enjoyed it. But Dennis, who is unfortunately is not here, who's the owner of Canary Garden, is a business-oriented guy. Duncan is a business-oriented guy. So with these people and their knowledge, we are going to be able to put together something amazing. You might ask yourself, why has it taken you this long? Well, as you are all aware, I got blessed to be commissioned on parliamentary crime. When you're commissioned, it means, the station pays for everything. All you have to do is to perform. You come up with the idea and perform. So you all know, recently when we launched the Salvado show, it was commissioned. And that one took most of my time. I was very, very busy. I think one of the reasons I also left radio, because it was very, very taxing shooting those episodes. We finished shooting episode 1 and I have some time on my hands. And I decided, you know what? Let's put together the little money we have. why we're here today, to launch the beginning of Just Comedy. You all know I used to do it at Kingdom Kampala. Yeah, but I've fallen out of love doing shows in town, making it's spending a lot of money. Yet, right here, I can give back to the community and we can share the little that we have. Yes, we're going to love, but we're going to love for a good cause. So I'm going to give my brother Duncan an opportunity to say something. Then we can open the floor to the rest of you.
Don't you think he deserves a clap? Thank you very, very much, Salvado. My name is Chirunga Duncan Clay. I'm the chairperson of Chanja Neighborhood Watch and also director membership, Chanja Metro Rotary Club. You see, we are looking at the basic needs of community where we have food, shelter and clothing. And also to make sure that our people who are suffering are helped by me, you, and all other well-wishers. We have partnered with Kisasi Chanja Rotary Club. We have also partnered with Kurambiro Neighborhood Watch and Kurambiro Rotary Club. The Kasangati, which is our mother club, they are all in support of this so that we can give.
Patrick Mumanyinga Salvado era ndi kazanyirizi ndi mutuze we Chanja Nazareth Zone sibangako mukifo mukitundu ekiri organized abantu nga bali wamu ebintu nga bwagambye tulina WhatsApp groups nze sikyagenda ku shopping unless it's very necessary, unless nga ebintu bingi naye ntule waka wange nowereza mu WhatsApp group shopping list yo ogenda okulaba nga omuntu ajjidde ku boda nga akuleetedde byoyagala byonna nga teri ekibulako. So nalaba community eno nga bantu bali wamu besupportinga beyagala naye mu buli kirungi wabawo n'ebibi. Twalinawo kaseera ddala nga ka covid bwe kajja abantu bangi bafiirwa emirimu gyabwe, abantu abalala ne bafa. So nagenda okulaba nga buli wetu ba mu group omuntu n'agamba nfiiriddwa anko wange maama wange kubanga abantu abasinga bali tebalinawo. Ate nange ng'omuntu nga mwe mukimanyi entertainment industry during covid yo yali off, yali shut down totally. Kati omuntu akulaba oli serebu naye tulina kyovaamu ng'omuntu afiiriddwa, nange kyali kintusa bubi nga kinnuma naye nga sina kyakikolera kubanga ye yali mbeera. So wano we batusumulula tutandise okukola ebivulu, life etandise okubaawo, abantu batandise okukola, batandise okusanyuka, but still tosobola kumanya engeri Katonda gy'akolamu ki ebintu bye. Waliwo akaseera we twafiirwa abantu banna kumpi kumu kuva ku Thursday paka ku Sunday, munafa leero nonafa nengenda okulaba nga kirumanya abantu okuwaayo ssente kubanga baali tebaziina. Nengamba naye njagadde okukola show, okurevivinga show yange gye nali nkola Kingdom Kampala. Kyantwalira obuzibu okugiddamu ku Kingdom kubanga kati yafuuka nga parliament, olina okufuna permit nga ziringa 8. Nengamba ye nfaaki simbuno nkyagala nnyo, so show nengiteeka on hold. Naye nanyini Canary Gardens wano we tuli mukwano gwange tuli mu WhatsApp emu ey'okucakala. Suka yangamba jangu olabe ku kifo kyange, oyinza okisiima, oyinza okwagala ekintu ky'okukola, tuyinza okukolawo ekintu nga bw'oli omutuuze w'ekyanja. So lumu nenzija wano, just when nayingira entrance eno nendaba ekifo, all of a sudden nemanya kiki enjagala okukola. So it took me time kubanga zino shows si za bei oyinza okukozesa $2 oba 3 okuorganizinga show. So nengamba kanetegeke bulungi, when I'm ready ninakuvaira bapartner basinga bazze on board as just partners. Tetukiri mu kya ssente nnyo. Canary Gardens atuwadde venue yagenda to hostinga Flawless Creations abagenda okola the stage setup and sound. Mukwano gwange tulwanye entalo nyingi mu bivuluvulu kati yalina nagamba njagala kulaga ebyuma byenina ojja kunyambako mu promotion so ebisinga bibadde butter trade and abacomedian mikwano gyange nabo bagamba Salvado otubeereddewo nnyo naffe katufune engeri gye tuzzaawo so bwe nayogera ne Duncan neŋŋamba kati Duncan gwe nga oli omutuuze w'ekyanja nkuwadde task ey'okufuna abantu bajje nze kino nkikolera abantu kubanga sente ezivaamu amagoba especially kubanga tulina okusasulira a few of the things amagoba agavaamu percentage egenda kugendawa ku community watch group ziyambe ku bantu so that nze omudigize wenzija omuntu netufiirwa omuntu community watch weteekayo sente sijawulira bubi mulingi agamba at least I also contributed a percentage to this money so kituzaamu amaanyi mbu tugenda kujja okucakala okuseka n'abantu and at the same time waliwo bwe tujja okuyamba in the near future imagine nga buli week wetukola show community account efunayo $1,000,000 oba $2,000,000 ezo sente by the end of the year muba mwinawo account before you know it ambulance zizo baguze before you know it basade z'abaana basasula something kubanga nange njagala kubeera omuntu addiza community embeereddewo enyambye okubeera kikyendi teri community egenda okusinga like the community gy'obeeramu amakaago gye galimu abanabo we bagenda okukulira so eyo idea we yajja nentola wansi ne Mr. Duncan nga wagambye chairman n'ayogera ne Rotary group ez'enjawulo zonna nezayagala idea bajagala nnyo bonna babadde balina okubeerawo naye bafunye nga we mwagambye waliwo okusaba ekkololo waliwo ebintu bingi ebigenda mu maaso so they couldn't make it naye I am very grateful mbu nfunye support okuva community nga bweri era kati bannamawulire njagala nammwe mukitegeere mbu bino ebintu tetumalaga bikola lwa ssente oba ki naffe tulina omwoyo oguddiza era wano wetutandikidde before you know it kirabe bakomedian abalala basobola okufuna idea eyo nabo ne bayamba area zaabwe so kino kikoze lwa kwagala community gyembeeramu eno ey'ekyanja kubanga siberangako mu community eri as organized as Kyanja where abantu besupportinga wano ogenda okukwata omubbi just nga mukosa WhatsApp oweereza n'ogamba mpulira abantu bali mu compound before you know it policing etuuse very organized era nsanyuse nnyo that kino ekintu nkikola era nsaba abantu bonna abatuuze b'ekyanja Komamboga Kulambiro Kisaasi ne Buwaati kumanga mukyali okyebandu mwenna mujje tusekeko ffenna line up mugenda giraba akalango tujja kukazanya nga tulonchize officially mwebale nnyo mwenna bawulire mwebalire ddala. If my wallet is smiling you will keep on abusing me on social media. I'll be driving my car in an SC mumala okunvuma ng'olinya boda ng'oddayo ewaka so ebyokunvuma mbu ndi mubi I know that's why I married a beautiful woman. So that they never say the same thing about my children. I am the last to be abused in my family. The generations to come, it will never suffer like that. So, yeah, about talk about social media. You know, social media is the only platform where people release their anger. Everyone is opinionated. They believe they can address you directly. So, you give those people munange. If that's the best way they can release their anger. Gatakukubi chikonde, takubi muntu, jinja, takozechi. Please allow them to abuse you. Zebamvuma, binyumira. Because when you need content, people don't understand. When you need content. So yeah, those social media trolls and everything will always happen. Whether you are doing well or not, whether you are mighty or not, there will always be that one person. Ngayeta kwagala.
Tebikulia kugamba, tebikulia.
Atibi nandibadde wano. Ise teri kinja. Nze naguma. When I joining asanyo, when I take it ndi musajja. Bafu mas. Olabaze storm eyo nagiita kati kiki ekisobola okunfeezinga. Nothing. December, we were preparing for Salvado at 10 years. Remember the Kololo airstrip. So we wanted to give Salvado 10 years, ample time to advertise. We could not be doing the weekly show. We were hoping that we would resume after we did the Africa Love Show in February 14th, 2020. Unfortunately, in March, when we wanted to resume with our Just Comedy, COVID hit for 2 years. So we were opened up this year in Jan. And let's say Feb, that is when we started seeing live. Fortunately, during the COVID period, I was pitching with the DSTV. And then I got commissioned. And it's a very, very taxing, it's a very taxing show, because we had to shoot almost every day, 2 to 3 episodes a day. By then, people were not fully out. They were out, but they were not fully out. So we shot it up to about May, April. And once we finished shooting, that is when I wanted to revive Just Comedy. Now the problem was venue. Like I told you, Kingdom Kampala has now become parliament almost. Okufuna permit okukolera our show, you had to go through a lot. So I fell out of love with those shows in town, because Amateka Manji, you have to get KCCA, you have to do this, you have to do this. So Just Comedy never idle, because I had not yet found a place to call home for it until I had a chat with Dennis, the owner of Canary Gardens. And when I saw the place and I saw how close it was at home to home, and I saw how many people from my village, from my area, are going to benefit from the show, my love for it got revived. We were supposed to start last month, but then I somehow got shows to be traveling. And then I said, I'm going to give it time, because you can't launch a show when you're not there. So we give it time to see how best we are going to launch it when we are all ready. And we chose the 8th of September to do the launch. And it's going to go on. There is no new twist or turns. It's a comedy show. But once in a while we shall add a few exciting bits. So it's up to you to come and see what we have in store. But it's going to be not family friendly show, but towards that direction. Because we don't expect any kids to be in that show after 6 p.m. That is not acceptable. And the fact that it's a bar, we are not going to allow children. But it's mostly going to be family oriented. Yes. Waliwo abubolaba abo bebazimba ku makubo naye ogenda deep munda wali abantu abeetaavu bangi. Sigambye nkikolera abantu b'ekyanjabuka, no, ntandikidde wano kubanga amaka gange gali kyanja. Wentandikidde kubanga njagala to open the eyes of other people. Nabo bayambe ebitundu byabwe. Charity begins at home. Kino ekintu nkikoze because I feel it's the right thing to do. Mu town nvuddeyo kubanga simanyi oba COVID yankyusa endowooza nanga cannot explain. Naye okugenda okukola ebivulu mu town, nkoze ebivulu mu mabaala mu ki, naye bodde waka, there is an emptiness gy'owulira. I don't know how I can explain it. Okukola simbono, it's a charity event. No, it's not a charity event. Proceeds, part of the proceeds are going to go to charity. It is a way that we are giving back to the community. Tosobola gaba chotalina. Shweno nawe azojiraba mu mutima gwo bw'olaba nga community watch eyina kyeyambye omuntu deep down nawe ojagamba omutwalo gwe nawaayo nga entrance maybe 500 lugenze kuki kuyamba oyo omuntu, naye tujja kuwulira guilt eyo. Obeera mu WhatsApp omuntu n'afiirwa n'olaba amabugo muli abantu 2 oba mu mmeka naye nga abantu nga 5 bebawaddeyo, nawe kikuyisa bubi, kikuluma, naye nga tolina kyakikolera because of embeera embeera eriwo naye nga tewali kyakukola. So simbuno comedy business njivuddemu era nature is still a business, but I am bringing it home. Okitegedde kyengamba nga bwe nagambye nkoyo okusasula abantu kubanga okola show kati katugambe nga comedy store oyinza okusanga asasula uma million nga 6 okurentinga just chi space. Why don't I spend that money home in Chanja? It's the same amount of money, but I'm giving it to somebody who's going to help the community, because chances of people being hired here are going to be within the area. So Chinechitu Chikola, as somebody who wants to give back to my people, the people who have helped me be the person that I am.
Salvado, hayo Vampita Viola, kola ne Spark TV. Oyogeddeko ku ky'okubeera, maybe simanyi oba kwogera ku microphone. Oyogeddeko ku ky'okubeera nti olina abantu bw'ogenda okuperformingira mu town obanga agaggawaza abantu b'omu kibuga n'oyogera ku comedy store. Katusubire nti kino ekintu kya just comedy tekikomyewo okuleetawo era butakkaanya wakati wo ne Muhanji ategeka comedy store. Ekyokubiri bagenda kuba basasulira ssente mmeka okuyingira ekivulu kino. Ekyokusatu ekintu ky'otandise olinga ngalaga abantu b'ekyanja nti saawa yonna okalulu wekaddiramu tulinde Salvado nti ajja kuvaayo atandika ate okubayitamu abasaba akalulu.
No. City politician, and I don't think I'm going to be anytime soon. Just like wanamawulire mwena embozi mwagala nnyo gitwistinga ne mugifuula kyetali. Okukozesa comedy store as an example is because I think that is the best platform that there is in the country, not just in comedy but in the entertainment business. Era oyo musajja mugirako enkofiira yange neŋŋamba Muhanji oli wakabi, for you to be able kukola show buli week nejjuza abantu abo. Nze njiwaddeyo nga example kubanga kyekiriwo kyensobola okukola ki okulabirawo, kyensobola okucomparinga to simbuno ntalo luba kuba lutalo show yange nandigitadde ku Wednesday okitegeera awo wanditegedde waliwo entalo n'ekintu ekyokulwana. We have never fought, just okutwistinga ebigambo mu media byaleeta obuzibu. I've been to comedy store this year, I think 3 times. I performed 3 times ku comedy store guno omwaka gwokka. So tewali mpalana, tewali kulwana, teri mbuba ntaddewo kino so that no. There are so many comedy shows that are happening. It is Salvado's show that is competition. Why? So it's not, I gave comedy store as an example because it is the only platform that is there right now to be compared to. Ateteri mubala. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So chengezako kugamba. Not that waliwo chi oba palana oba chi. Nze nali ngagawaza abantu b'omu town. Ekyo kyo sigenda kibulimba. Kyo kyali mazima. Ng'osigagawaza abantu naye ne ngamba kati ezo ssente ziba kubanga ziddayo mu community gye mbeeramu. It adds value to me. Ng'omuntu wadde nkoze ssente wadde sikoze ssente naye deep down I will drive my car nga I am very happy that ekintu kye ndyo okukola ekyanja kiri kuyamba kubanga we are going to hire ushers olowooza tugenda bajjawa, we are going to hire waiters tugenda bajjawa, security personnel era tugenda kubajja mu community muno. So kino kyakuyamba omuntu ali eri ababoda bagenda kuba batransporting abantu wano, taxi zigenda kuba ziparkinze wano. So it is just a way of saying I appreciate my neighborhood, I appreciate the town that I'm staying in, and the least I can do is to use my talent, to use my gift to give back, because I cannot give what I don't have. Ebya politics bifeko tebigenda lwako.
Bagenda basasula ssente mmeka?
Tugenda kilaunchinga, mujja kulaba all the details kalambu.
Okay, kino ekintu kigenda kubeera nga kikontinuwinga oba kubanga tukumanyi shows ozikola nilubanga naku mu mwezi gumu ne kivu. So
eno show ngitandisewo tegenda kuba mbu Salvado is the one hosting. Show yegenda kubaawo. I will host not just comedy we yalinga twali tulina host twali basatu, Ronnie McVex, Emma Napoleon nange. So that we don't create this feeling of Salvado watabao ekivulu tekigenda maaso. No. The show is there to benefit people, to entertain people, not to promote Salvado. It is going to be there okusesa abantu, period. era buli asesa mu nsi eno ogenda mulaba ku stage eyo, even internationally. Yes.
Okay. Tokiwadde
Lunaku buli lwa Thursday, every Thursday gets open at 5. Era entrance ga wambuziza mitwalo 2 ordinary 50,000, then table abantu 8 ya mitwalo 5.